Hey everybody, what do you know? It's RT Tuesday, here we go.
I was not informed of this opening.
No,
so
no,
I really couldn't. He just sort of went.
I came up with the rhyme in my head as I was going. I was like, I was going to
yeah,
say,
all right, let's go with this.
Hey everybody, what do you know? It's RT Tuesday, so here we go. I'm trying to think of like a good melody. I mean,
We'll get there.
Yeah,
We'll get
it'll
there.
come to us over time. It's just like the Ruby. Oh, that we have to wait.
Yeah.
Can't do that one.
Nah, because it's not. Because this is not Ruby. This is Rooster Teeth Animated Adventures.
Yes, RTAA, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be doing episodes 71 through 75. I switched to 4 there because my thumb has like a nervous twitch in it.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's just like my thumb has a mind of its own. It's just like, kill everyone. What? What did you say? Nothing? Okay. Murder. Just joking. But
I don't believe you.
idle hands, idle thumbs. I mean, honestly. Especially it's a hitchhiker's thumb. I mean, honestly, look at this thing. Looked like I got in a war with a stamp, and it won.
Yep.
Look at that. That's just nasty. I was going to say, that's a normal thumb. I actually freaked someone out. I was just like, I freaked them out, and they were like, and I was just like, joking.
Good.
And he was just like, dude, your thumb really does that?
Good.
And it's just like, yeah. He's like, ew, you should see a doctor. Which segues right into our first. Actually, we got a doctor right here. Mad doctor. Still a doctor. He will not look at that mump on your back.
Mump.
Or mump.
Anyway. So actually, fun fact, this episode is mistitled in the YouTube video. The title of the YouTube video is Dr. Free Pants Gavin. The actual title is Dr. Free Pants Jeff.
Dr. Free. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I might have seen these before a long time ago. I have OCD. I can't help it. I really can't.
So
anyway, but this one's quite good.
Here we go. Oh, you son of a...
I haven't been sick for years. I always find that it's mental, because sometimes if you feel like you're getting sick and then you give in and you become sick. But the last few times I've had that feeling, I've just been like, I'm not doing it, and I'll skip it.
You would make the world's shittiest doctor. Because that'd be your advice. It's like, oh, you're getting sick? Yeah, just don't do that. I imagine someone coming to you and they say, Dr. Free, I have cancer. And you go, oh, I got that. Stop. Just give it up.
Kara was over Jeff's house one night. So he has these Peggle nights where people just come over and they take turns playing Peggle. So Jeff beat one level of Peggle, and Gavin got so excited. It was like, yes! Like he ran over to Jeff and jumped into his arms and like wrapped himself around Jeff. And Jeff went like this and put his hands in the air, and Gavin slid down him and just ripped his pants right down. And he looks up and realizes his boxers were down too. And Jeff's dong is just hanging out. And Kara was there, and she's like, and Jeff was like, so now
anytime Kara is giving a tour of our office, I have to make it a point to go, hey guys, make sure Kara tells you about the time she saw Jeff's penis.
Okay. All right.
Peggle.
Yeah,
Peggle.
I played it a little bit. I want to do like a Peggle 2 Let's Play one time.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Yep.
But I actually got pantsed on accident one time when we were out playing football.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be touch football, but very quickly became like very hard bumping, and then eventually
touch football never stays touch football for very long.
at first, two-hand touch, and it's just like just stop them, and it's just like take them down. That's eventually what it devolved into.
Yeah.
But I was I was like switching back and forth as running back and wide receiver.
All right.
And I pretty big guy. I can cut pretty good. I got back when I had better knees, that is. And anyway, I do a post pattern, and I run up the field, and I cut in, and I'm looking. I jump up, I catch the ball, and I come down. And as soon as I come down, someone grabs me. They grab like right here. They grab the top of my pants.
Yep.
And I had shorts on. I had shorts, and I tied them. I make sure I tie my shorts whenever I go out. But
Didn't work for you.
He ripped them down, and he ripped my underwear down with him too. And I was just standing there, and it was sprinkling a bit out, and we were a bit muddy, and
it's just like,
and I was like, and the guy stands up. And as he's standing up, I'm trying to get my shorts back on, and like the underwear and the shorts are getting like twisted up and tangled, and I got to like sort them out and everything.
Yep.
And I'm like doing this all the while, and pretty much half the school is over. Okay, like from where I'm sitting, they're like they were like over there to where that giant pile of clothes is over there.
Oh yeah.
For those of you who can't see, that's like about 10, 15 feet away.
Yeah, that's about right.
And my boys were out there. They were just hanging out and saying, "What's up, world?" Don't see it that often. But I was just standing there, and I was getting my shorts back up and everything. And as soon as I get my shorts up and everything, we kept on going. We kept playing.
Yeah.
And I don't know who did it, but
there's always somebody.
Somebody like came up behind me and smacked me on the butt, just like. And there was like 5 or 6 people behind me. I didn't know who did it.
And it's just like,
I was just like,
you win this round.
It's like, you win this round, random butt slapper. We will meet again. Hopefully not.
We must stop meeting like this.
Yes.
People will talk. Yeah.
Gosh. So that was embarrassing.
Yep.
Not fun. Anyway, you ever gone on a trip that you didn't want to go on?
Yes.
Like your friends, like you're just like, okay, let's go, and you're like, oh, come on, guys,
yes.
I don't want to go. Okay, where to?
There have been a couple of times, but the thing is, I'm always the one who has to drive.
Well.
Yeah. So here I am.
I have the keys. I have the power. Apparently not.
Yeah, I don't really want to go, but okay.
Where was one of these trips to?
Let's see. I think I've gotten dragged to Asheville once or twice.
Oh.
And it's been like, I don't really want to drive all this way. Oh, yep, nope, we're going anyway. All right, fine.
Oh, well.
Actually, interestingly enough, I've been on a trip that nobody actually wanted to go on, but everybody else thought that somebody wanted to go. So we're hanging out in a dorm room, just minding our own business. And somebody pipes up and says, "I'm hungry." And then somebody else says, "We should go to Taco Bell." Somehow, all 5 of us each thought that somebody else wanted to go to Taco Bell. None of us actually wanted to go. We drive to Taco Bell. We walk in the door, and it's like, all right, so who's getting something? Wait, I thought you were getting something. Wait, I thought you were getting something.
I thought you were.
We all turned, looked at each other, and walked back out of the Taco Bell.
5 of you went in, conversed amongst yourselves,
Like,
and then walked out.
2 minutes we were standing there.
Wow.
2 minutes. We walk back out, we get in the car, and we drive back to campus.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, the farthest
It was
I've ever...
hilarious.
The farthest I've ever driven, out of my way to do something was I drove... I actually drove to Knoxville.
Mm-hmm.
I drove to Knoxville for something that, in all honesty, I didn't want to do. I had a buddy who really he was interested in this girl, and she was at Knoxville. She was UT.
Yep.
So
okay. All right.
So she was at UT. That's University of Tennessee, not University of Texas. So
I know pretty much who you're talking about now. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm so sorry.
Well, drove down there. And we get down there, and we find out that she's actually gone. He didn't take the time to frickin' call to see if she was there. She was actually gone down to Florida with her family. And I was just like,
and
dude,
you just look at him and you go,
I'm just like, I'm looking over at him. I'm in the driver's side seat. And I look over and I'm like,
really?
You didn't think to call? And he's like, I figured she'd be in, man. She never really goes anywhere. I'm like,
you're driving, quite a distance.
Driving quite a distance to get here.
And it might be nice to know that you're actually going there for a purpose.
Yeah. But anyway, on the way back, I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to waste this trip. You know what? Let's go to Gatlinburg. I'm wanting to do something. and I wound up going into the house to that WonderWorks.
Oh yeah.
And I have had a blast there.
Well, there you go.
And I was just like, see, not a wasted trip. And it was just like, but still, we had to drive all the way to freaking Knoxville. It's like I could be home right now, like finishing up another run, in Dark Souls or
Yeah, there you go.
or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
But getting out and going somewhere every now and again is good and
Yeah.
all. But truth be told, most people I just rather not deal with.
Yeah,
But except for my friends, I love my friends.
It really comes down to who's in the car with you.
This is true.
But enough about that. Gus didn't want to go to Vegas.
He did not.
Gus
So-
really did not want to go to Vegas.
So let's see
Oh,
why
boy.
Gus did not want to go to Vegas.
We went to E3 one year. We rented a van, and it was the first time that Jeff and Gus met Matt. So I pointed out that, hey, we're in Los Angeles. We're only 5 hours away from Vegas. Gus goes, I'm not going to Vegas. I go, what do you mean you're not going to Vegas? And he gets so fucking infuriated. And I'm like, what's going on? Why are you so mad about Vegas? He goes, I'm not going to Vegas. Don't talk about Vegas. So we're in the Del Taco parking lot in like downtown LA, like right on Transvestite Alley. I say, guys, look, I'm going to say one last time, we can just get Del Taco, we drive straight to Vegas. So Gus says, I swear to God, if you say Vegas one more time, I'm getting out of this van. I go, okay, fine, I give up. I will not mention Vegas for the rest of the night. I apologize.
In my mind, I was like, he's testing me. I just said I would leave the van, and he just said I was like, if I don't leave, he knows I'm a pussy. So I have to leave. I remember I opened the van door and just walked out.
Into the night. And Matt was like, who the fuck is this guy?
It was my first time ever in LA. I walked a block down the street, realized my mistake. This was a sketchy-ass part of LA.
It was pretty seedy.
So I got a cab.
Okay.
I took a
Drug
cab
dealer.
back to our hotel. I packed all my shit, and I was like, I'm flying back to Austin tonight. Fuck this. I'm going home.
No. He left a note on the bed. Are you serious?
I wrote, see you in Austin, assholes.
Asshole.
Okay, funny enough, I saw this podcast when it debuted, and there was actually more to the story, but the way they told it in this RTAA is hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
But how they actually originally told it, Bernie didn't actually say, "I will not mention Vegas the rest of the night." He actually said, "Really, you're not going? You'll get out of the car if I say Vegas one more time." And then that was it.
And
Gus
there you
got
go.
out. And Bernie said, as Gus was leaving, Gus admitted to this. He saw Gus like in the silhouette of the sunset. He saw his arms like go, just. I can actually see Gus doing that, like stupid. And also,
I wish they had animated that.
I would have died laughing if they would have. But there was another part. There was another part as well. There's actually no flights out of Austin that night. But Gus instead went to the hotel across from them just to get away from them. He went and he stayed the night in the hotel across from them just to get away from them. And they were like, "Oh damn! Well, he's back in Austin." And they see him the next day. They're like, "We thought you flew back to Austin." He's like, "Nope."
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet. But
Wow.
oh my gosh. So
That's still pretty good.
dude, this story was hilarious.
Oh,
But
man.
I remember seeing this podcast or hearing this podcast and then seeing this part live, and it was just like, wow. That's awesome. But
My goodness.
yeah, so Gus does not want to go to Vegas, and
Yeah, don't mention Vegas.
yep, don't mention Vegas.
All
And
right.
here we are. We come to the third one of the evening: grapes, calls, and storage.
All right, so this is another 3-story one, going sort of hearkening back to the animated adventures of yore.
And the omnibus.
Oh, the omnibus. Those
Yes.
are
I wish
really
they do
good.
another one of those, just like and instead like make it like a 5-minute long one. It's got like 15 different stories in it.
I'd be
That'd
okay with that.
That'd be awesome. It could be like their 250th, like their quarter millennium or quarter thousand.
Like what they really need is they need another way to work in Jeff's rant about air travel.
Oh god.
I mean, you have to, right?
Yeah, you have to. And
Yeah.
also, I wish they have also started doing stories from the Off Topic podcast, which Jeff is now on more often.
Ooh,
And
all right.
and
Or Jeff.
They
More
did
Jeff
the,
is
they,
good.
they did the killer, the Jeff the deer killer story. Where
You've told me this story. That's pretty good.
I was gonna say Jeff almost sounds like me when it comes to hitting animals. I was gonna say I have hit in my life. I've hit 3 deer.
Mm-hmm.
I've hit 2 dogs, one big and one small, and I've hit a cat. I don't know if it's like an odor that I give off or something. You know, ode de animal. I don't know, but for whatever reason, they all see fit to run in front of my freaking car. and it doesn't matter which car I get. I mean, originally when I got rid of my Cavalier, I was like, okay, so maybe now that I've got this Volkswagen, it's like, oh, nope. And then after that, I was like, okay, now that I've got my Kia Soul. 1 month after having my Kia Soul, bam, hit another deer. I was just like, are you kidding me?
I've never hit a deer, but I've had a deer hit me. Driving along late at night, Micah is in the passenger seat, and you know we're driving along, and then we hear something hit the rear passenger door, and we're like, "What the crap just happened?" So Micah turns around and very quickly and sees something darting off into the woods, which we later sort of attribute to probably a deer.
Probably.
You know, we get out. You know, we stop. We get out. There's no damage, but it's just like. I mean, what do? Something just hit your car and ran off into the woods.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. I got so prone to hitting animals and having damage done to my car. My dad did not believe me when I told him I hit a deer.
Yeah, I think I remember you telling me.
When I told him I hit a deer, and I hit this deer, and I was pulled over at this gas station, and I was like, Dad, can you come out here and take an assessment of the damage? You know, see if there's a way we can get my headlight working again.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, all right, son. He's like, what did you hit? Well, I was going to say, where'd you have your accident? I was like, no, Dad, I hit a deer. He's like, son, that's like your second one.
Nah, I don't believe
And I'm
you.
just like, no. He comes out there, and he opens up the hood of my car, and just fur goes flying out of my car. And my dad's like, well, damn, son, you did hit a deer. And I'm like,
I told you.
and Dad's like, and my dad was like, did you see where it went? Did I mean, when you hit it, was it enough to kill it? And I'm like, I was like, I think so. It was like over here. And we went down in my dad's truck, and we were like looking to see if the deer had died after I'd hit it, and we couldn't find the body. And Dad was just like, well, you probably winged it. I was going to say, could have cut that up and made some good meat out of it. That's because deer meat's very lean and very good meat. I mean, honestly, I have family members that hunt and live off of it. I mean, that's what they do. I mean, I'm family of savages. Aren't we all in this area in some ways? But
Anyway,
we got a little off topic there, as we do. But
we need a
grapes,
podcast.
calls, and storage. RTAA number 73. Here we go.
Grapes are in season and they're fucking awesome right now. I've been eating grapes
Do you know
like a
anyone who
fucking
does
maniac.
like a nice grape? Like people like grape.
People like grapes. I want to see that as a shirt. I want to picture Gavin's face as people like grapes.
The best part is he would put that shirt on, he would walk on the street, someone would walk up to him and go, yeah, everybody likes grape.
It's
you
true.
cunt.
Yeah, the internet. That's
Phones
it.
are in the phone.
I actually take this call.
What is with the freaking phone? Throw it out of the daggone office.
He's like leaning away from us,
He's
taking
next
the
to
phone
that-
down.
that-
He's unzipping his pants.
Why is he licking his nipples?
Are those boxers or briefs? I can't tell.
No, get rid of that. We have way better Nazi flags than that one. So,
I'd be interested to know, like, which company has the most storage in the world. Hey, it's got to be Google, right?
I don't know about that.
Tupperware.
You'd be surprised, like
Tupperware? Stupid.
the co-location facility where we have our servers. I went. Wasn't that funny?
That was funny to me, man.
Oh, Bernie.
Oh, Bernie Burns, ladies and
Who
gentlemen.
else but Bernie?
Oh,
Oh, and this one.
oh,
gosh. You
this
ever-
is the first appearance of Ray, if I'm
Yes,
not
yes.
mistaken.
And, oh, gosh. I think certainly will not be his last. I think he's in a few more after this.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
But Ray Narvaez Jr. is a former contributor to Achievement Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite Achievement Hunters of all time. Gave us, for the longest time, his Let's Play was their calling card.
That was the thing.
That was their intro. You know, it was like, Let's Play.
Yep.
Or Cheese.
That's pretty good,
Which
too.
Ray was also part of.
Yep.
But he also is just like, to play.
Yeah.
And he also is the co-author of X-Ray and Vav.
We gotta do that later.
Yeah, we are going to.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
it's on the list.
yes, it is. So you can be sure we will do that.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, Ray's photobomb. You ever had someone photobomb you?
To be fair, there are very few pictures that are taken of me.
Okay.
So,
Well,
not really?
here's what I did one time.
Oh no.
I photobombed somebody,
Oh no.
and I came behind them, and I did this. I went.
Good.
Yeah, I had my I did the fire marshal Bill, having the lips pushed up here as much as I could. And I was just like, actually now I think about it, I actually look more like what's his name, Kevin Dunn. That's who. For those of you who get that reference, I thank you very much. All right, so
Hey, look, people in the comments are quick.
yeah, they are.
I've made some little offhand references, and people have caught it. It's like,
Hey.
somebody got there.
So-
Yes. Yeah.
So anyway, this is Ray's photobomb for Halo 4.
Yeah.
We were at the Halo party last night.
So we went to the Microsoft store up north of Austin. I think my favorite part of the night, though, was the very end. So we had been hanging out. There was pizza. There was the game. We were signing for fans. Talking with Ray.
Signing
and
fans.
He has to go to the bathroom at some point. He leaves. So while he's in the bathroom, some lady comes up to us and is like, okay, we're about to have a photo op, but we want only people that worked on the game in here. So if everybody could go ahead and just please get out. So we're all outside. It was like really cold. It was really sad. It was like watching inside like a happy family around Christmas dinner or something, and we were just out in the cold. We're outside, we're just talking, we're like, hey, where's Ray? And that's when we see Ray just like strolling out of the bathroom, happy as can be, and then he just stops like deer in headlight because everybody's grouped together about to take a picture, and he just freezes like, what? Where did everybody go? What do I do? What's going on? And he did like he stopped and went, and he looked back to the bathroom like, should I go back to the? And then finally, with his infinite wisdom, he just decided, I'm going to be in this picture. And he just went in and he just started getting buddy with everybody. He was like, hey, what's up? Yeah, Halo 4, right? We're awesome. And they took the picture, and I like to think years down the road, someone's going to be like, and these were my coworkers. I don't remember this lad, this asshole.
Okay, funny enough, that story got so popular, they actually had a Photoshop contest as to who could put Ray in the best photobomb ever.
All right.
Like they had him in like the background at the Nuremberg the Nuremberg rally, like Hitler's rally, the big rally to state Germany. And there was Ray standing there like
Dang it, Ray.
And then there was also another one. It was the picture that he photobombed. There's actually proof of this. You can look it up. Look up Ray Narvaez photobomb.
All right.
And it's a group picture, and not only he's in there, but also Monty and Gavin as well are in the picture.
Huh.
And I was gonna say they managed to stay in there and sneak and stay in there.
Nice.
But it was but the one that my favorite one, I'm not sure if it won or not. It was actually VJ Day, the end of the war.
yeah.
And the soldier kissing the sailor kissing the nurse in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
And there was Ray in the background like. And it was just like yes,
that's
yes.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
I was just like, oh my gosh, and he had him like worked in as part of the crowd, and you actually had to like look for him. It was like, where's Waldo? It's like, there he is. Stupid face, but
Ray.
gosh. So yeah, Ray Narvaez Jr., one of my favorite RT guys. And here we are.
Oh boy,
the drunk touchdown.
Bernie's drunk
by
touchdown.
Bernie Burns. So, So Bernie Burns is a former student of the University of Texas,
mm-hmm.
and Texas and Oklahoma have a huge rivalry.
Oh yeah,
the state line rivalry, huge rivalry. It's up there with Michigan and Ohio State and Tennessee and Alabama. I mean, it has very big implications usually when it comes to the postseason.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, Bernie and his friends made the choice to do something very stupid at this game. So let's look
friends.
So let's look and see what shenanigans Bernie gets into.
Oh boy.
So it's a huge game, and we all get fucking hammered at the game. Yeah. So the first year I ever went there, when I was a freshman, I was 17. But my buddy John Cross, I call my buddy, I fucking hate him. He gets the idea. He goes, "Hey Bernie, it's 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Let's run out the field." I'm so drunk by this point. I'm like, "Let's do this." So we go down. There's a railing and then a drop off. There's all these people. We're all crowding in. We're all about to jump. John's right there, and he's like, "We're all going to go. It's going to be a big rush." Now it's like 2 minutes left in the game, so he goes, "Go!" So we jump. I get all the way up to midfield. I turn around. Nobody else. Oh, my God. I'm out on the fucking center of the field with the football players by myself. And then I look up, and I say, "Oh, look, the band's coming out in the field." It's not the band, it's security guards. And I'm so fucking drunk, I think to myself, if I get to the end zone, they can't touch me. I was struggling to get away from them. I was running. With the crowd cheering, "Bernie, wow. Bernie." One of the greatest moments of my life, when I broke the goal line, everyone went, "Yeah!" And then I saw the tunnel, and I thought, I just got to make it to that tunnel. I'm running, and from behind the goalpost, steps out this short Mexican woman security guard. She takes both her fists, and she goes, boom, right in the middle of my chest, land on my ass. And let me tell you, when security guards grab you, they are not nice. One guy grabs me by the collar and yanks me, and he goes, "Kid, how old are you?" And I said, "I'm only 17. He goes, "Go back to your seat. Get out of here." I would have been in Guantanamo today if that had happened. Yeah.
Bernie, there was a note in the back that said, "Bernie, come back. The number won't stop going down." Joel.
Okay.
That's really good.
So actually, I went back and I tried to find the game. I tried to find the game.
Oh,
which
yeah,
Bernie
yeah,
did
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And I looked at both years that it could potentially be, 1990 and 1991.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one part of the game. Actually, the camera cuts away from the field, and they start saying, "Well, someone's out on the field." And it doesn't show Bernie at all. It doesn't show him at all. But actually, there's something you can see on the side. They're like focused on the sidelines, and they're focused on like the quarterback of the Texas UT quarterback.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you see like 3 security guards run out onto the field and everything, and you're just like, "Holy crap! It really did happen."
Yep.
And then you're just like, "Wow! Holy crap!" And it was just, so Bernie actually did that. I mean, he's got his place in sports history. He also has his place in film critic history as well, because he started up this thing at University of Texas. It's actually a film review show, and he actually did a video call with Adam Sandler. He actually did a video call with Adam Sandler for Happy Gilmore.
All right.
And I was just like, well, go figure.
That's pretty neat.
And, of course, this is back when Adam Sandler actually took himself semi-serious. Nowadays, it's just, nowadays, I was going to say, I stopped taking him seriously after Click. I was just like,
I mean, to be fair, Happy Gilmore was good.
Happy Gilmore was good. I liked it a lot. But anyway.
Yeah.
Those were interesting.
Yeah. Interesting is a good word for those.
Yeah. Okay, I had my fair share of good times on the gridiron. In some cases, most of the time I was miserable because here was the thing that they often practice. It's just like, oh, seniors play above everyone else, even though I was kicking the crap out of most seniors when I was on the football team.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, seniors deserve to play and all this and all that, and I'm just like, well, what about me? I mean, honestly, I'm kicking the shit out of them in practice. I mean, honestly, I'm knocking them down, I'm beating them and bullying the ring. I mean, honestly, we had a scramble game, and it was they set a ball in the middle of this ring, and the first person to grab the ball and get out of the ring won. And I was gonna say I went up against this one guy. It was Grant Kilgore. He was like senior running back and linebacker and all this. Like supposed to be like alpha dog. I get in there. And he reaches down for the ball, and I plow into him, and I pick the ball up, and I run out untouched.
Nice.
I schooled him on that one go, and then they put me in as fullback in practice, and I was bowling people like Ruben. Like there was one kid, I think his name was Ruben. He was a senior. I was a freshman, and I bull through him, man. I mean, honestly, I put my head down and like bull true, like literally, I felt my cleat hit the top of his shoulder pads.
Dang.
And it was cool. It was cool to be out there and play football and everything. I mean, I just liked hitting people. That was just me though. But my best time that I had, I was actually a junior, and we were playing a big game. We were playing a big game against a rival team. It was us versus Gate City. Gate City, they back in the early mid 2000s, they had a great team. One state, I think 2 of the 4 years I was in high school. Anyway, I'm running back there, and their quarterback, sneaky little son of a gun by the name of Isaiah Spivey.
Ooh, he even sounds sneaky. Ooh.
Oh no, kid was quick on his feet, and he had an arm like a cannon.
Yeah.
Anyway, I run up, and I was gonna say, they said it was almost impossible to catch him and tackle him, but
Nate Coast challenge accepted.
and he got away from me twice, and I was like, I knew what he was doing too. He was cutting, and he was using my momentum against me.
Yeah,
because I was running at him full tilt sprint, and all he would do is he would like pretend to run one way, and he would cut back so he could get enough of a distance to where he could throw the ball, and then I eventually come back, and by the time I got back to him, the ball was gone, and you couldn't really hit him anymore because. Yeah, it's high school football, guys. I mean, honestly, it's not like I'm Nick Fairley and I'm not gonna plant Andy Murray in the ground. Like, I'm not gonna spike him into the ground like he's a freaking lamppost.
Ooh.
But I saw what he was doing, and I learned an old trick from my dad. If you want to know where they're going, don't look at their head, don't look at their feet, look at their gut. Do not take your eyes off their gut, because that is where they are. Because they cannot change their center motion. They can move their head one way, and they can move their legs another.
But yeah, center of gravity, yeah.
Center of gravity is where they will always be. And I got him. I took him down.
Nice.
And I was like, and I got up, and like four of the other guys on our defense came up, and they were just like, yeah.
Yep.
And then 3 plays later, I hurt my knee, and that was it.
Ooh.
And the rest is history.
I guess technically I was on the football team. I was the manager for 3 years in high school. And my greatest football story, so we were on the bus going to an away game. And our coach, who was a little off, let's say.
Little off?
No, more like... we took bets on when the heart attack, like when the blood vessel was gonna blow and kill him.
I thought you were like
no, crazy, but angry crazy.
Oh, worst.
Yeah,
too bad combination right there.
Yeah. So he got an idea in his head that week, and let me see if I can still do the impression.
Okay.
He goes, "I don't want to see none of them cell phones."
Oh God.
So. It's like, all right. So everybody left their cell phone in the locker room, except me, because I went, that's really stupid. But also, I don't play around on my phone like other people do.
Yeah.
It's probably a good idea to have this in case of emergency. So I keep it in my pocket.
Yeah.
So this time we ended up taking 2 big buses instead of the smaller buses that the coaches could drive.
Yeah.
So I end up on the bus that has the entire starting line, for both sides,
both O and D.
Yeah.
Oh God.
All the seniors, all the upper level guys. There are no coaches on this bus. I am the closest thing to authority on this bus. And everybody liked me pretty well, so it was like, all right, yeah. So we're driving along, and we get. We're just about to the city limit, and we hear this noise.
Oh, no.
And we're going, what the crap is that? And the bus driver pulls off to the side. The air brakes have gone.
Oh, shit.
And he turns around to face this bunch of students, and he says, does anybody have a cell phone? I saved football.
You saved the football.
I saved football.
You saved
I did
the football. My man.
If it hadn't been like, that's really stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, our starting line would not have gotten to that game, and it might not have been good.
No, it wouldn't have been.
Yeah. To be fair, leaving that game, that same bus driver managed to take part of their chain link fence with him.
Ooh.
Also blew out one of the tires in the back, so that was fun.
Sounds like it. Sounds
Yeah,
like a good old time.
That was not a great place to have a full-size school bus, let me tell you.
Sounds like it.
But anyway,
Gosh.
yeah.
All right. So once again, everybody, thank you all for tuning in. We know that we took our sweet time in some of these, but you know what?
Yeah.
We're having fun.
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of the part of the game.
People seem to like us telling stories.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
It's like a podcast in a podcast. I
Yeah,
mean,
like we
in like snippets of the podcast. Rather.
we need a podcast.
We do. Which we will have eventually, one day.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So you all can count on that, and well, let us know what you all thought. I mean, honestly, I love these.
These are really good,
and I cannot wait for more. Let us know what you thought. Leave a comment down below in the description or in the description. Yeah, that'll go over well. Leave a comment down below if there's anything else you want us to watch. Also, check out the original videos in the description below. Show Rooster Teeth all sorts of love, guys. These guys are awesome. One of my favorite entertainment channels on YouTube for a long time. Also, check out the description as well for all of our various other endeavors. And until next time, everyone, we will see you later. Peace out.